It began like any other sol on Mars, routine data streaming in from Perseverance, our robotic geologist. Suddenly, an image appeared on the monitors at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It was unlike anything seen before. The control room fell silent, then erupted in urgent whispers. This wasn't a rock or a shadow, it was something else. Scientists checked for glitches, ran diagnostics, and verified the data. Everything was working perfectly. The image was real. The anomaly was undeniable, a discovery that could change everything we know about Mars. All other rover operations stopped. The mission's focus shifted instantly. Understand what they were seeing. Calls went out to experts in geology, biology, and atmospheric science. The image was classified for now. NASA needed answers before the world could see. The implications were staggering. How do you tell the world you may have found something that looks like a structure, almost biological? For the team at JPL, Mars suddenly felt much closer and far stranger. The familiar landscape now held a secret, both terrifying and exhilarating. The universe, it seemed, still had the power to surprise us. The weight of this secret pressed on everyone in the room. The red planet was no longer just a place of rocks and dust, it was a place of mystery. The next steps would define a new chapter in space exploration. The world would soon be watching, but for now, only a handful knew the truth. And they were racing to understand it. The countdown to revelation had begun. To grasp the discovery, you need to know the discoverer, Perseverance. This six-wheeled rover is our laboratory on Mars, built to seek signs of ancient life. It drills, collects, and analyzes Martian rocks, guided by a suite of advanced instruments. Cameras, lasers, a weather station, and even a helicopter, Ingenuity, are all part of its toolkit. Perseverance's journey to Mars was a feat of engineering, landing autonomously in Jezero crater after a harrowing descent. Its robotic arm, nearly 7 feet long, is equipped with tools to collect and seal rock samples for future return to Earth. Each sol, the rover follows a plan from its human team, carefully navigating the rugged terrain. High-resolution cameras scan the landscape, helping scientists select targets for investigation. It was during one of these routine surveys that the impossible appeared. The rover was simply mapping the landscape when it stumbled upon something not in the mission plan. The discovery was pure chance, Mars revealing a secret it had kept for eons. Perseverance became more than a machine. It became the first witness to a Martian mystery. The mission's purpose shifted in an instant. The world's eyes were now on a single, inexplicable image. The search for ancient life had uncovered something far more immediate. The rover's next moves would be critical. Every decision mattered. The stakes had never been higher. Perseverance was now at the center of a cosmic puzzle, and humanity was about to join the investigation. The adventure on Mars had just taken a dramatic turn. The story was only beginning. On Mars, a world of red deserts, ancient volcanoes, and canyons deeper than any on Earth. Its sky glows butterscotch, colored by fine dust in a thin carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere. The surface is cold, battered by radiation, and marked by billions of years of impacts. Perseverance explores Jezero crater, once a lake where water and maybe life flowed. The rover searches for biosignatures, clues left by ancient microbes in the sediment. It's like fossil hunting on another planet. The environment is extreme: thin air, freezing nights, relentless radiation. Any life today would likely hide underground, shielded from the harsh surface. That's why the discovery was so shocking. It wasn't hidden. It was right there, exposed on the surface. The rover was photographing a rock outcrop called Serrated Ridge. A routine panorama became extraordinary in a single frame. Among the familiar red rocks, something alien appeared. It draped over the stones, out of place, impossible to ignore. The ordinary Martian landscape had revealed the extraordinary. The mission's focus narrowed to this anomaly. The search for ancient life had collided with a present-day mystery. Mars had just rewritten its own story, and Perseverance was there to capture it. The image was clear: filament-like structures draped across jagged Martian rocks. They resembled giant spiderwebs, stretching meters across, shimmering in the weak sunlight. The patterns were geometric, intricate, and impossibly delicate. The science team zoomed in, enhanced the images, and confirmed. The structures were real, three-dimensional, and casting shadows. No known geological process could explain them. The rover approached cautiously, deploying its instruments. Supercam's laser analyzed a strand. The results stunned everyone. The material was carbon-based, not rock, not ice, organic. The robotic arm moved in, Watson camera ready for close-ups. The images revealed even finer woven fibers dotted with tiny spherical nodes. The complexity was staggering. This wasn't a random formation, it looked constructed. The team debated every possibility, but the evidence pointed to something new. The risk of damaging the structure was high, so every move was deliberate. The rover became both explorer and guardian. The Martian surface had never looked so alive, or so mysterious. The discovery defied explanation. The world would soon demand answers. But for now, the scientists could only marvel. Mars had delivered a riddle wrapped in silk. The search for life had found something stranger. The next steps would require caution, creativity, and courage. The universe had just raised the stakes, and perseverance was at the center of it all. The impossible had become real. The question echoed everywhere. What are we looking at? Some argued for a natural, non-biological explanation, maybe a unique Martian phenomenon. Others pointed to the carbon-based, complex structure as evidence of life, perhaps a fungal colony or something stranger. A third group feared contamination from Earth, despite strict sterilization. Each theory had flaws. The geological explanation couldn't explain the organic material. Contamination seemed unlikely given the scale. The life theory required a leap of faith. The data was clear, but the truth remained elusive. The secret couldn't be kept. NASA went public. The world watched as images of the Martian structures flashed across screens. Shock, awe, and debate swept the globe. Social media exploded with theories: aliens, natural wonders, contamination. For a moment, humanity was united in curiosity and wonder. The discovery reignited interest in space exploration. But anxiety simmered. What if this was a threat? Governments and scientists called for global cooperation. Telescopes and satellites turned to Mars, searching for more clues. The competition of space became collaboration. The mystery was too big for one nation. The world's greatest minds joined forces. The search for answers had become a shared human quest. Mars had everyone's attention. Perseverance's mission was transformed. No longer just a geologist, it became a field biologist, observing, not touching. The risk of contamination both ways was too great. The mantra, observe, don't disturb. New observation plans were drawn up. The idea of collecting a sample sparked intense debate. How do you safely bring a living alien sample to Earth? Manned Mars missions were reconsidered with new caution. The discovery forced a rewrite of exploration plans. Mars was more mysterious and potentially more dangerous than anyone imagined. The future of space exploration had changed overnight. As of July 11, 2025, the Martian structures remain a mystery. The rover watches, sending back data. The structures endure, silent, beautiful, unexplained. The excitement has become patient investigation. The discovery challenges our place in the cosmos. If this is life, it changes everything. We are not alone. Life may be common in the universe. The journey continues, driven by curiosity. The Martian webs have already changed us. The next chapter of exploration is just beginning.